Okay, guys, we just got back from shopping. We went to the flea markets we usually go to get some stuff that we needed around the household, but of course I couldn't pass up and found some stuff. I'm so tired. Sorry, guys. Didn't get much sleep last night. Anyway, on this fine Valentine's Day, we went out shopping for things that we need. So here's our bag full of booty that we picked up, and we got some Colgate. No, you guys are excited about that for sensitive teeth. But alright, so we went to the two flea markets. We're gonna go to the store that opens up only on Thursdays and Saturdays, and it's a little bit of a flea market on top of a supermarket called Hem Shop. And it's in town, but they only are open till about 1 p.m. and we couldn't get our shit together this morning, so we didn't make it out there. So we went to the other ones and got a couple of things. First off is a big box version of Icewind Dale. I believe it's complete. Kind of a nerdy guy, you could tell he's a PC gamer type, was selling this off. He had a DS game and some PlayStation and Xbox games also, but he was asking 50 crowns for them, so that was a bit above my price range. So here's Icewind Dale 2-disc set. Both discs are in there. Now I'm not sure if this is the original edition of it, but I think it is. I'm not really sure. I've never owned this game before. I don't know what this is. Oh shit, it's a map. Yeah, cool, it's a map. See, that's what's cool about getting the big box version of games. You get little neat bonus items like this map. So that's kind of neat. I got that for, 5 crowns? 5 crowns, which is... man, conversion rate sucks right now. No, it doesn't. That's like 50 cents. No, it's like 60 cents. It's under 60 cents. It's like 57 cents. Pretty good deal, I think, on that one. Hello. I can cut this part out. Also, in my grab bag, I got Plug and Play, one of those Chinese knockoff Nintendos on a chip thing with a zapper gun. Pretty cool looking gun too. I'm shooting Molly right now. She enjoys it. And I've never seen this type before. And weirdly enough, the little thumb pad actually moves on these. Usually when these are based on the Nintendo 64 controller, this thing is just kind of glued down there. But this one actually moves. And so does the digital button. And it has 6 face buttons: start and select, and power on off. And it takes batteries, but it also looks like it has a socket so you can use an adapter so you don't waste your batteries too. So got that for what, 10 crowns? He was asking 20 crowns, so got it for 10 crowns. I'm gonna put a little thing down here to let you know what 10 crowns even translates to. So, pretty good deal. I figure I'll disassemble it and wind up making a Nintendo portable at some point. So, that's neat. What else do we got? We got... Oh, this one is a little weird one. The guy was asking 10 crowns for all of his games, but most of them were empty cases. So I got a Resident Evil case with Saints Row 2 for the PlayStation 3 inside of it. And I did that because the cover that Saints Row 2 was inside of was totally crushed, and it didn't have the manual or anything. It was just so the disc was the only valuable thing. And the Resident Evil 5 box was empty, so I just combined them. So that was 10 crowns. Pretty neat find. I've got Saints Row, that's hard to say. Saints Row 2. I have that for Steam, but not for PS3, and I like getting the trophies on the PS3. We got some rabbit socks. I think that's yours, huh? They might fit me now. So we got some rabbit socks. And we got ourselves... I thought we had gotten more, but guess not. We got Yoda. A little Yoda. I think this is a McDonald's toy. I might actually have this back in New York. But what's neat about him is you can ask him a question, and Yoda, will we have a good Valentine's Day today? And he replies on the bottom with a weird archaic symbol that I don't know what it means. But his response was, that's the Jedi symbol. Okay, I don't know what that means. Uh-oh, Darth Vader. Will we have a good Valentine's Day? Now we got the Jedi symbol again. Well, we have a good Valentine's Day, Yoda. We've got the Darth Vader symbol. There's only 2 symbols on here. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Jedi, that's what he says. So anyway, got that for 5 crowns. And this one's pretty neat. Digging through a box of toys, we found Mr. Link. Wait, and he's got a little button on the back, so he does something. Oh, here we go. Oh, he's supposed to have his crossbow. This is the crossbow Link. This one was released in 2000. I think of what it says on his boot. And so I think it was a tie-in with Ocarina of Time, or not Twilight Princess, but I think Ocarina of Time. And he's got bendy knees, and his thighs twist, so he can get into all these kind of kung fu poses. He's got a kung fu grip. But we couldn't find accessories, and I kept digging through the big box to see if I could find Zelda or Mario or anybody else in there, but that's it. So we got Jack-Off Link. Look at him go. Woo. What are you doing in there, Junior? Nothing, Ma! So we got Jack-Off Link for 5 crowns, 10 crowns each one. That's a pretty neat find. Then we also got, right before we left, actually this guy was selling a Nintendo 64 with 4 games, and he was selling that for 1,300 crowns, which is over $100. And I was just like, oh, okay, thanks, and started walking away. He immediately drops down, and he's like, no, okay, 1,000. And I'm like, oh, okay, no, and I turn away again, and he's like, okay, fine, 800. So I started cracking up. And he's like, 800, and he starts bundling everything. He's like, take it from me. So I felt bad because he was so enthusiastic, so I just told him, give me a second, I'm going to go get my girlfriend and see what she has to say. I didn't have any intention of buying it, but I wanted to see what she had to say. And I walked over to her, and I told her the story, and I kind of used her a little bit because I didn't want to pay that much. So she's sitting right over there. Hello. So I used you to do what? You can speak. Can you speak?
To get a better price?
Well, to try to negotiate. So I lowballed the guy he was asking for 800 for the 4 games plus a system with the jumper pack and a programmable controller. It had a little LCD screen on it. And he wanted 800, so we lowballed him at 400. I don't speak much Swedish, if any, so I had Malin do it for me, and he immediately said no. And he kept saying, look, I was charging 200 per game, 200 crowns per game, and now I dropped it down to 800, so you basically buy the games and you get the system for free. So we were like, how about 500? He was like, no, absolutely not, almost insulted. So we just walked away. 500 is what, like $65? Like $60, yeah. So that's still pretty expensive for a Nintendo 64 with 4 games. I mean, the 4 games were Mickey's, I forgot what it's called, Mickey's Turbo Speedway or something like that, and Mario Kart, Mario 64, plus another game that I don't remember what it was. Fairly expensive games over here, but it's just, I don't have the money for that shit, and, you know, just to invest and then maybe keep the games I want and then flip the rest on eBay, it's still, there's no guarantee I'll be able to recoup the money, so it wasn't worth the 800 for me. But we looked around for a while, and everything seemed pretty expensive. There was another guy with DS games there and a couple of Nintendo 64 games, but he's always asking for way too much money for those. So the last thing we wound up getting, well, not really the last thing, but the last video game we wound up getting was Knights of the Old Republic 2. Got this one for 10 crowns, and it looks like it's never been played. Seems like Junior just opened it up one Christmas and then was like, "Oh, thanks, Dad," and just put it back in. But yeah, I mean, pristine condition on the disc. So and the manual's here and everything. So that's pretty cool. 10 crowns is $1.18. So that's a pretty good deal. And last but certainly not least, it's a game, but it's not a video game. We got Battleship. Wooty woot. I think this might be the movie tie-in version, because it's not the standard Battleship that I'm used to from when I was a kid. It looks more futuristic, kind of, you can see. It looks like a honeycomb cell pattern here. And there's a kid with cancer on the back playing his heart out. It's the last game of his life. But we got this for 5 crowns, which is, what's half of $1.18, honey? Half of $1 is 50, half of 18 is 59 cents. 59 cents. I make funny voices when I do math. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. Valentine's Day. We're going to be playing Battleship in Swedish or Danish. It's in Danish and Swedish and Finnish and what else? And Norwayish. And Norwegian. So that's it. That's the haul for this week. Well, maybe not for the week, but at least for today. And we got some hangers. 2 crowns each. Can't go wrong with that. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. That's what we got. I'm going to eat because I'm hungry. And there's a plate of veggie meat sauce and spaghetti waiting for me. So stay tuned for more groovy shit on this channel. And we'll see you later. Bye. Happy Valentine's Day. Mwah. Big kiss.